My name is Jason Rothline, and I'm going to be giving an overview of apexlearning.com, specifically the credit recovery functions. Your logon screen is going to look like this, and it's important to know that your username is going to vary depending on your district, and your password can be recovered by your teacher at any time if forgotten or lost. When you go to that page, your student overview is going to look similar to this. I'm going to draw your attention to a few of the functions that come with the student overview. First, I'd like to show your graded date. This course is completed, so the graded date and the quality of work are the same, but as you're working through, you may see that those scores are different, as one reflects how you're doing on each individual quiz or test. The other is reflective of all of your assignments that are due. And if you're missing assignments, your quality of work will be higher than your graded date. When you click on that link, it'll take you to this course activity scores report. This is truly your guide as a student of assignments that need to be done, have been done, or are pending. You'll notice on the activities, the third column over from the left, that it does not go in chronological order. This is because some of the assignments have been excluded by your teacher. This is common in credit recovery courses, as the theory is you've already taken the class once and that you are pending or working on it for a second time, and therefore you're just showing mastery. And I'm going to show that to you here on the next page. So going to the next page, like I said, and instead of clicking on the graded date, click on the grade book to the far right, and it'll take you to this page here. This is overlapped or overlaid because of the fact that it's so wide, but what I wanted to point out to you is specifically the excluded assignments, which show in mustard color across the top. Those assignments did not appear on that previous page. Probably most importantly, though, what I want to point out is pretests. Credit recovery courses have a pretest built into each unit. This is to benefit you as a student. It allows you to take the pretest and show mastery without having to complete the entire unit. You've already taken this class previously, and for some reason are retaking it. This allows you to show mastery of an area and move on without having to do all the work. If you get an 80% or higher on the pretest, you skip the entire unit with that grade in the entire unit. If you score less than an 80%, then the computer automatically tabulates areas where you showed mastery, and it allows you to skip those, but you still have to work through the rest of the quizzes and assignments. Quizzes can be taken more than once. They can be reset one time by the student and then additional times by the teacher. And the teachers have the ability to see this progression. So if we click on your grade, we'll actually get this student activity detail report, which shows us how many times and how much time you've taken on each assignment. So in this case, the student took it one time, got a 60%, and was required to retake it. Took it a second time and got a 60%, and then chose not to retake it again. Important to show though, the student took almost 21 minutes the first time taking this quiz, and then tried to challenge it a second time, thinking that they had been exposed to the material, and did it the second time in under 3 minutes, getting the same grade. Going back to that original screen again, your student overview, the teacher function that I wanted to point out here, this is something that students can't see, is the time that you've worked on the class. Now, first-time credit classes, there is a requirement of time, but second time or credit recovery courses can be completed by taking those pre-tests and grading out if you show mastery. So the time limit isn't really there, but it should be known that we can see how much time you've taken on or working on a class. And what I mean by that is this screen here shows us that on this particular day, Tuesday, they worked on assessments. You can see it listed at the bottom. There's a test and an exam that was taken. You can see how much time was taken on them and their scores. The bar graph, though, up top gives a quick reference guide, color-coded, and you can see the key for that color coding to the right for assessments, instruction, and other. Assessments are any quiz or test. Instruction is the material that you need or that you're reading leading up to it. And other would be the time that you're logged in but not doing any work. So in this case, the student spent 54 minutes on assessment, very little time on instruction, and a little bit of time sitting with a computer logged in but not doing anything. This was just a quick overview, and I hope it helps you in the future with your Apex learning.